I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Now this video is a little different video than the normal transit videos. Here, let's learn something about Vedic astrology. And also do let me know if you like these kind of videos on this channel, and I will try to bring more of such videos. And also don't forget to subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, and don't miss to write your valuable suggestions in the comment section, and also share the video among family and friends, because that works on the reach of Jyotish. If you want to take my consultations, you can drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box and on the screen. And if you want to book a constructive PDF, a PDF that gives you an overall sneak peek into your horoscope, it's more than 300 pages with bonus numerology section. The link of that is also in the description box below. Let's understand in this video the planets that generates wealth and how to see the wealth from two different perspectives. One from the perspective of Maya and other from the perspective of Dharma. And we will also try to understand why these planets rule certain houses, and which tells us the secret of them ruling a certain aspect of life. So don't forget to watch this video till the end, because you will get to know much more insights about wealth generation, what is true wealth, and what real message, what is the hidden message in Jyotish. Let's discuss that in details. See, what is wealth in astrology? Wealth is basically accumulated money, your assets, your properties, also your happiness, your health, your capacity to give. Let's say someone has multiple cars, multiple houses, properties, many bank accounts. That is also a wealth. But someone is also earning less but is content. That is also a certain kind of wealth. Now, if you observe that second house is greatly connected to your bank account, your accumulated, what you can say, purchase power. That is actually your second house. Because if money is in the account, then only you will have the intention of buying something. Your gains are seen from the 11th house. 11th house is basically your running income, all your gains. You want to gain something, you have to see the 11th house. You gain a property, you build an asset. It has to come from somewhere, right? Everything will cost you. You will have to earn that money, and then you will have to pay that to somebody to buy something. So the 11th house is the source of input. Second house gives you the power to collect. Fourth house gives you happiness. Say you buy a nice bungalow, you decorate it according to your need, and you have a great lawn in front, and you are sitting and sipping a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you like, and that is like your wealth. So wealth gives you ultimate satisfaction. The two planets, out of those two planets, first of all, let's discuss the planet that deals with material success, Maya. That is Shukra, Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. If you observe, Taurus is second house, it's house of personal satisfaction. It gives you security, grounding. It gives you enough resource to run the life. And then you have Libra, which is the balance of life. But do you know what does a balance means? A balance means if you have too much of good, you will have to face equivalent amount of bad. That is balance. When you say I achieve balance, it means you have sattva as well as tamas. You cannot achieve balance without tamas. So when you say a balance has to be maintained, it means where there will be creation, there has to be destruction. That means Venus is a kind of a planet that gives you wealth, not so that you can hoard it, but you spend it. That is why you will see a lot of people who have a lot of money ends up spending a lot of money, especially Venus-dominated people. Say you are buying gold items, you're buying diamond, you're buying bungalows, you're buying cars and luxuries. That is Venus-generated wealth. If somebody's Venus is positive, you will be able to enjoy different people, different company. You will be able to roam around and enjoy 5-star facilities. You know, that kind of a positive vibe comes from Venus. It gives you happiness. It gives you joy of material life. Venus, but on the other hand, is a kind of planet that binds you to Maya. Imagine how much money you will have to earn to enjoy that kind of facility. Well, those facilities are available. Let's say 7-star hotels and then Rolls-Royce car. Many people have it in this world. But then you crave to go to that point, and which means that you will have to engage your hours of the day working hard and trying to achieve that will. That means you're paying off not with your hard work, but with days and years of your life. So what do you trade off? Your life. That's one kind of wealth. So Venus is the planet of luxury, emotions, material relations, wealth generation like gold, silver, assets, buildings, all the powerful and positive things that you have, but takes away honest years of your life. Even if you are rich and you think that you don't have to work that much, well, life is not limited to one birth. As if life was limited to one birth, astrology won't exist, because it runs on the theory of multiple births and karma. Again, there is another kind of wealth. That is spiritual wealth. It can be wealth of knowledge, not just money, but it can be that there is a person who is not having enough money to feed himself, but has understood the truth of life. Also, there is prosperity, but prosperity is very relative. That means, say somebody has, I will just give an example. Say this laptop. This laptop may cost X amount of money, but my work gets done. This brings me business. So I am happy with this laptop. But can't I buy 5 times more powerful laptop just to do the same amount of work? I will, right? If I am a Venus dominated person. But if my Venus is balanced, if Moon is balanced and Jupiter is strong, then my wealth generation will be in a very different level. It will be more logical. It will be more, I will say, more understanding with the situation you are in. And with a kind of a positive Jupiter, you kind of become happy with what you have, but still keep on growing. So if Jupiter is exalted in your chart, if Jupiter is positive in your chart, it gives you prosperity with knowledge. It gives you prosperity that comes a little slower, because Venus is a fast moving planet. What comes quickly with Venus also goes away. In case of Jupiter, it takes time. It teaches you. It makes you, it gives you capability to give. Venus is more like balance. One hand you take, on the other hand you give. But Jupiter rules your bhagya, dharma, the 9th house, and also the 12th house. Now 12th house is about losses, right? No, 12th house is about your capacity to give. 12th house is second from 11th. Now see one thing. 11th house is your gains. That means, let's say a salary that you get is your gain. You are getting money, so it is increasing your capacity to give or spend. 12th house. When the spending happens, when you don't want to spend, then it is a loss. That means somebody commits a fraud or takes away the wealth, and you are spending money on places where you will not want to spend, or those kind of things are from the 12th house. But that can be because you are either suffering from a bad karma or you choose to bind the wealth. Nobody can hold the wealth. In a very simpler terms, we say blessings of Mata Mahalakshmi. Jupiter rules Pisces, the ocean. And surprisingly, Venus becomes exalted there. Because when the prosperity of Jupiter kicks in, then it becomes boundless, limitless. You will get luxury, but you will live a simple life. There are so many people who are billionaires, but doesn't display that much and lives a very simple life. Don't be underestimated. They are not wearing a 200 rupees or 500 rupees t-shirt. No, their clothing may be in lakhs, but the way the person absorbs the energy and the way he lives and conducts himself is different. Now, don't compare it with an average man. You, me are on a very different scale. I'm talking about when you get real wealth, when you are in the commanding position. So, by analyzing Jupiter and Venus, we can compare what is the category that person falls in. Whether he will get the wealth from Jupiter but spend on Venus, or whether he is, say Jupiter is weak, Venus is strong. How will the money come? Either that person will enjoy somebody else's wealth, or it's a credit card wealth, or it's a wealth generated with some negative causes. And if Jupiter becomes very positive but Venus becomes bad, let's take an example. Jupiter is exalt, Venus is debilitated. It's more like the person will be more inclined towards knowledge and giving away the wealth rather than hoarding and sitting on something. And if we calibrate Jupiter and Venus properly in the chart, we understand them properly, we will be able to analyze whether this person is having a wealth that he can carry forward to the next life, or it is just a balance of this life. So Venus generated wealth do not get carry forwarded. Jupiter generated wealth do get carry forwarded in the next birth. So it's not that Venus generated wealth is bad. There is no harm in buying and even showing off the wealth. There is no harm. It's just that to achieve that, have you done that happily, peacefully, or have you struggled just to show off? If you are struggling just to show off, then your Venus is actually eating up the timeline. That is why Venus is called Daitya Guru, Mayapati. That means not the Mahavishnu, but in a very simpler local term, Venus generates Maya, and Maya binds you. Jupiter frees you. That is why Venus is Markesh, 2nd and 7th house lord, but Jupiter is not, even if it rules the 12th house. So quick analysis. Also, you will have to, just to add one more thing, you need to also check the condition of moon, because it is the mind that perceives wealth. As I said, a person earning little can be wealthy in his own terms, but a person having billions may eat medicines and have sleepless nights. Check the moon also. I hope you like these kind of videos and commentaries. Do let me know. And if you like, we'll bring more such videos. Stay tuned. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.